Death Valley, Clemson Memorial Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Clemson Tigers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Death Valley. The tradition is real. You touch the rock, you run down the hill, and it is a beautiful venue. Clemson has become one of the most difficult places to play in the ACC, if not college football. These fans are electric and dynamic. Call it Death Valley for a reason. This is where teams' dreams come to die. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. So the Clemson Tigers kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but a really good job of blocking by the return team. He's out to the 44. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for room, it's Lacey.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The play-action fake. Unleashes one. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Intercepted, and the first drive into the pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
You can't start a game any better on defense. You talk about wanting to be great on 3rd down and wanting to create turnovers. They did both. On the first 3rd down of the game, they get a pick.
Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. They're looking for an advantage to the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On the run, it's Davidson. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
The give to the left side.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The sure hands, it's Cook. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. Quarterback strolling away from heat. There he goes. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And you got to lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
To the air, it's Denson. Gets it to the back. At the 35, he's got room. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Pulls it in. It's Davidson. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And that's the beauty of playing zone coverage, man. Everybody has vision on the quarterback. So when he drops to throw and that ball comes out, you should break as soon as his hand separates from the football. He does, sees the running back in the flat, runs up, and makes sure he gets no yards after that catch.
Fires left. On the sideline. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the Tigers line it up with a 1st and goal. Just going to keep it after the snap. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the snap, it's Lacey. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Ole Miss. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Dan, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium, but sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and a lot of times they don't stop, Reese, because they keep the tempo and they keep the foot on the gas, and that's what Clemson's kind of built this offense on is tempo, trying to wear you out, and they slip in the run game and the quick passing game and the running QB and so many things to look at.
Looking for a man. It's Denson. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And the defense is kind of smiling about that one, right? The receiver got a chance, got open, had a chance to make a play, but, man, you don't see it very often, but just lose concentration, and that is a big 3rd down stop for this defense on that drop pass.
He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Pulls it on the option. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Caught in the backfield, it's Lacey. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Now on first down from the 28. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The run inside, it's Lacey. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Cook. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the wideout. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
It is loud in here as they try to help them get a stop on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, this quarterback's athleticism, I think, makes it a little bit easier for you as a head coach when you decide to go for it on fourth down, because if it's not there to throw the ball, his athleticism can just take over. He can go get it himself and keep the drive alive. Really nice job that time by the QB.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. This quarterback part of their running game. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete downfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Running inside. It's Lacy. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hang on, it's incomplete, and you can't worry about the footsteps when you're running those crossing routes. It'll be third down.
You just got to have better concentration if you're the wide receiver. I know it feels like a routine completion. You still got to get two hands on the ball and look it in. That's a bad drop.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's fourth down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last fourth down.
Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Oh, the attempt is no good. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys.
Well, that was going to take a Herculean effort by that kicker, and he just didn't have enough leg on that kick.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They want to run it left here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Backing up and backing up on the first two plays, now to try to throw it in drive on third down. Takes the easy one to the back. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Hey, nice job by the QB. It's third down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback extends the play. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Denson. That's caught. It's Johnson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield, and he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
And they can't make the connection on third down.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has one interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking for a crease, it's Lacey.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job, giving him some more space so we can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Got it in the middle, it's Odom. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Rebels.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Johnson. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
There's some room. The 30. He's at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And right down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They finally get him stopped after he maneuvered his way to the 42. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Lacey. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's get right to it with Liberty taking on the James Madison Dukes. And it's the Flames, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. Back to pass, it's Denson. Finds us back in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Here's the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Right down the middle. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Wesco open on the right side. He's got it. Finding some room. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Third quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. He wants to change this route. Snap to the back. Looking for room at the 30. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Johnson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. So now it's 2nd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Using his feet.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all